This is 11 Accelerated Vocabulary, Unit 2. First word is ameliorate, verb, to improve, to make better, to amend, so to kind of improve the situation. So you edit an essay, you make the content stronger. Take medicine to feel better. Sleep can also help ameliorate maybe your mood or improve the way that you feel. Aplomb is a noun. Poise, assurance, great self-confidence, composure. So it's somebody who's able to keep their composure, someone who's able to stay level-headed. So a president or any leader wants to always appear confident and appear level-headed. You don't want to see your leader panicking in a difficult situation. A professional athlete has to have that confidence and that poise in order to be successful in their performance. As a student, if you're giving a speech or a presentation, you always want to have that poise, that self-confidence, that aplomb. Bombastic is an adjective, pompous or overblown in language, somebody who, high-flown language, someone who sounds pretentious. Examples here, like a professor, a college professor, Mike Tyson. I don't really know how he sounds, but someone who uses big words to make himself sound smart, bombastic. Callow, adjective, without experience, immature, somebody who has no experience, they're immature, they're new at something. So as teenagers, you're just starting your first job, you're just learning how to drive, you are still callow, you're new at it, you're still learning. Drivel as a noun or a verb. As a noun, saliva or mucus flowing from the mouth or nose, and you can see the drool or the drivel flowing from that baby's mouth. Or it can be foolish nonsense. So somebody who's talking in a foolish way, the drivel that's coming out is very foolish. They're not making any sense. Or as a verb, to let the saliva flow from your mouth or to actually utter that nonsense. So maybe somebody whining, kind of complaining, whining, baby talk, or when you're actually sick and you literally have drivel coming out from your mouth or nose. Epitome is a noun, a summary, a condensed account, an instance that represents a larger reality. So it's the perfect model of something, and that picture's there to show what the epitome of cool looks like. So it's the perfect example. Angelina Jolie is the epitome of beauty. Albert Einstein is the epitome of intelligence. Lady Gaga is the epitome of bizarre. Exhort is a verb, to urge strongly, to advise earnestly. So to implore someone to do something, to encourage them to do something. So maybe your coaches, your parents, your teachers exhort you to work hard, to try hard, and to always do what is right. Ex officio is an adjective, by virtue of holding a certain office, someone who has a right because of his or her position. So an example of this is the president is the ex officio commander-in-chief of the armed forces in time of war. Infringe is a verb, to violate, to trespass, to go beyond recognized bounds, so to encroach, to intrude. So parents go through your stuff, they're infringing maybe on your personal space. Looking through someone's cell phone or email is infringing on people's personal property, their personal rights. Hackers infringe also on your personal rights, so they violate your rights. Ingratiate is a verb, to make oneself agreeable, to gain favor or acceptance by others. So it's kind of like kissing up or sucking up to somebody. You want to, they say sometimes, cozy up to them to gain their favor or their acceptance or to get something from them. So maybe you tell your mom how beautiful she looks because you want to borrow the car tonight. An interloper is a noun, a person who moves in where he or she is not wanted or has no right to be. So a thief, an intruder, or somebody nosy. So the interloper is the person who goes where he or she is not wanted, and then infringe is the verb. The interloper would infringe on your rights. They would violate or trespass. Intrinsic is an adjective, belonging to someone or something by its very nature. So something that you have, talents. Some people are just born with talents. It's just something that they have, something that's in their nature. And the picture has the little gumdrops. It says, children who expect rewards for an activity are less likely to engage in the same activity later than those who are intrinsically motivated. Inveigh, a verb, to make a violent attack in words, to express strong disapproval. So to tell someone off, that person on the phone does not look very happy. So it's to kind of attack somebody with your words. You turn down their idea, maybe you're just yelling or being really mean to them. Lassitude is a noun, weariness of body or mind, lack of energy. So after a long day at school or a long day of work, you have a feeling of lassitude. You feel that fatigue. You feel that lack of energy. Millennium, and with this one, just pay attention to the spelling. Mostly, I think most of you are probably familiar with the word millennium. If not, that's okay. Millennium is a noun, a period of 1,000 years. So the year 2000 was a new millennium. And then you also have the plural version of millennia. Occult is an adjective. It can also be a verb and a noun. I'll talk about that in a minute. As an adjective, it's mysterious, magical, supernatural, so something to do with like magic or witchcraft. As a verb, it's to hide or to conceal, and as a noun, it's just matters involving the supernatural. So anything that deals with something mysterious, magical, supernatural, like witches, witchcraft. Permeate is a verb, to spread through, to penetrate, to soak through. It's something like if you walk outside in the middle of a rainstorm, the rain is going to permeate your clothes, to spread through your clothes. Odors also have a way of permeating through a room. You walk in the house and somebody's cooking garlic, you can smell it. It permeates, it spreads through the whole house. Smoke can do the same thing to your clothes, to your hair. It permeates and gets kind of stuck inside your hair and your clothes, and you can smell it anywhere. Precipitate is a verb, an adjective, and a noun also. So to fall as moisture, what you know is like rain falling down, or to cause or bring about suddenly, to hurl down from a great height, and that looks like the picture that you see over there. As an adjective, characterized by excessive haste, so you're doing something very, very quickly. Or as a noun, moisture, the product of an action or process. Stringent, very strict and severe. So stringent is an adjective. It describes somebody who's very strict, very stern, very severe. Maybe you've had a very strict teacher, parent, boss, somebody who really sticks to the rules. And our last word is surmise, to think or believe without certain supporting evidence, to conjure or guess, so to presume. You have no evidence to support your thoughts, but you surmise that something happened. So you might surmise that somebody cheated on a test or that your friend is angry at you. You have no evidence to support it. It's just the way that you think. And that is it for Unit 2.